All right, y'all. This is it. Body horror, week 2 conclusion. ZZ the King. Like and subscribe. Zach King on your social media sites. Check me out. Follow me. Today is actually my favorite movie out of body horror. It wasn't the best out of these 5 movies I reviewed, but it's my favorite. This is the 1995's horror classic Species. I'm going to get to the cast and I'm going to get to it. We got Natasha Henstridge. That's Seal. She's the star character. This was her first acting role. She was like some kind of like model from like overseas, Europe or something. Very like beautiful, famous. And this was her first movie. They wanted a beautiful like model with some kind of actress skills for this particular role. And when I get to it, you will see why. We got the great Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley, enough said. He's Xavier Finch. If you don't know him, you shouldn't be watching me. We got the great Michael Madsen. That's Preston Lennox. He's gonna be like the alien hunter, fake ass Ellen Ripley. And then we got Forrest Whitaker, the great. This is a great cast. He's Dan Smith. He's like the science, he know about the species and the stuff that they've been researching. This had a budget of $35 million, which is like probably higher than Aliens 1 and 2, potentially. It made $113 million, so that's why we got sequels that, wasn't up to par. But she reprised her role, Natasha, in part 2. I seen a lot of YouTubes and a lot of documentaries about this. It ain't like it's some famous movie where people make documentaries about it, but they actually had it in their mind to like either surpass Aliens or be on par with Aliens, like a Star Trek, Star Wars kind of thing, where the lore deep, and when you think of Star Wars, you think of Star Trek. When you think of like Lord of the Rings, you think of Harry Potter. They tried to be the equivalent of that to Aliens. It didn't work. Aliens is just way better. In no way this is not Jaws Deep Blue Sea. This is not one of them. Aliens way better. But this is good as hell. And I'm going to get to the plot and the synopsis. Basically, all the characters I named, the Xavier Finch, Preston Lennox, and Dan Smith, they are scientists, astronauts, NASA kind of people. They go into in stellar space and they come across these alien beings or some kind of like microbial situation. So they bring it back to Earth in the lab. They doing a research exposition, and that's when they create Seal's character, a beautiful hybrid alien / human. And the thing about her is she starts off like in like an embryo stage, and then like the next scene she like 10 or 12. Like her growth is rapid. She don't grow from a human's perspective. She grows from an alien hybrid's perspective. So when she become a full-fledged adult, she's really like 6 in her species age. But that's just a small, little get up. As they doing their research through the movie, time going on, they typing in computers, they testing her skills, stuff like that. She's very, laid back, subtle. She ain't violent. She ain't giving them no hard time. It's not like a hazmat suit and guards to come by her to like it's an animal. She's cordial with everybody. Everything's good. And they like, they started thinking like, after all the research, can we weaponize her like the U.S. always think? So then the plot thickens. Once she gets to sexual maturity, their species only thinks of procreating. So it's like a cat in heat. If you ever had a cat in heat as a pet, you can't keep the cat in the house. If you got a boy cat, he gonna spray until you let him out or get him fixed. If you got a girl, she at the door every time it get open trying to get out. It's in her nature. It's animalistic. We do the same thing in a sophisticated fashion, far as getting a mate, having a family, procreating. But animals do it on an animalistic level with no sophistication. And that's where Seal comes into play. Once her sexual maturity, now she a grown woman in body and soul as a human, but her sexual maturity starts at like 10. You know what I'm saying? So she start acting erratic. You know what I'm saying? She beating up some of the scientists. They come in. She just gets to like going crazy and shit. That's when they start having way more precautions. That's when they start to come in there with hazmat suits and, you know what I'm saying, tranquilizers and weapons in case she go crazy. When they gotta, you know what I'm saying, feed her and talk to her and hook her up to machines. They gotta have contact with her. So all that's happening. There's nothing major going on until she gets so much anxiety about procreating, she just tear the whole facility down. She just like, one day, like how you knew it was gonna happen. The movie called Species. They not finna keep the species locked up the whole movie. She go crazy. And it ain't like she got some superhuman rogue gene powers. She just a superhuman hybrid alien. So when they come in, she get to beating their ass, throwing them against the glass, all kind of chaos, sparks fly. She busts out, fucking machines up. The whole place goes into an explosion, and it ain't like it blows up like a bomb, but it's nothing. It's a malfunction. Things are sparks flying. It's all kind of chaos. Workers dying. The main characters is just like, go here, go there, do the instructing stuff, the exposition. Get this, you know what I'm saying? Cold blue, all that kind of shit, just so they don't die. Because she really would have killed everybody in Escape, movie over. So Forrest Whitaker been researching and talking to her for years. So he like the exposition / smart guy. He know her intentions, her thoughts, her feelings, what she own. He is basically telling Preston Lennox character, he's the alien hunter. He on some Rambo shit, like, man, fuck all that talking and nice shit. Let's go in there and blow this bitch up and get up out of here. They like, no, for one, our weapons, we know all of them can't fully functionally, weapons can't hurt her, you know what I'm saying? We gotta finesse her and like poison her type shit, cause she's out of control. And Xavier Finch is like the leader of the group. So he just like, do what y'all gotta do. Try to make it happen. Woo woo. So throughout the movie, it's like a cat and mouse. Once she escaped, she's a baby in mind far as a human. So she goes to the store, fine as hell, man. I wish I had visuals. If y'all seen how fine she is then, she's still fine now. She like in her 50s, maybe older, but she fine as hell. She a supermodel. She like going to like stores. This is just like some creepy producers, writer scenes. She trying on lingerie, sexy outfits. It's eye candy for grown men. I was a kid when this came out, but I even enjoyed the scene. So she finally gets like this little sexy ass, you know what I'm saying, porno style, what you call that, flight attendant's costume. She walking through the city, and her mind ain't, like I said, it ain't functioning like what you would think. If you looked at her, you would think this is a grown, fine-ass woman, but she's a hybrid alien. So she's very young in a human mind space. So if you talk to her, like when she try to catch the bus, she can't count money. You think it's a grown woman. She can't count money, so people got to help her. She finessing her way through situations. She get to a bar because now her natural instincts kicking in. She got to find a male. So she got some Terminator type of alien skills where she'll look at a nigga. It ain't about how good he look, how tall he is, strong. It's about, is he genetically fit to procreate a hybrid species? So it's a nice, strong guy she look, and she scanned him like Terminator. It's a defect. He diabetic. She do this like 3 or 4 times where, you know what I'm saying, it's big muscle bound niggas, or he got a heart problem. He finna die next year. So she finally comes to this scrawny, you know what I'm saying, never would ever get to talk to a chick like this. He the perfect specimen, even though he ain't built and strong like the other people she denied from real health reasons. He a scrawny, normal, average guy. So she pick him. She get right to business. Ain't no game with her. It's procreation. A lion don't come to a lioness and say, hey, baby, let's go, you know what I'm saying, finesse in the forest and get a gazelle and eat and shit. No! It's strictly fucking. It's not gonna procreate. I'm the king. That's how she animalistic like. So she get the dude, and this is why I said this before. This is what make her so great. Any man will fall victim to her. For one, it's so hard for an average guy to get a beautiful woman. If you ain't rich, celebrity, superstar, social media sensation, you ain't getting the woman you want easily. It's gonna take a lot of work to get her. You can get a woman, but not the baddest bitch of your dreams. She's that. So she finessing people. She get the guy home. They have sex. It's a lot of sexual scenes, because it was like these some creepy ass producers and writers. They got this bitch naked the whole movie basically because she trying to procreate, but that's just another way of getting her naked, and I didn't have no problem with it. So she having sex like 3 or 4 dudes, then you start seeing like the baby happen instantly. You know what I'm saying? She get pregnant and shit, stuff like that. Then she killed a guy. This happens like 3 or 4 scenes. No, she didn't get pregnant, but every time she fuck a guy and didn't get pregnant, that's why she killed him. Because really, if you have sex with her, you're supposed to impregnate her instantly. Like, unlike humans, animals don't miss. When they have intercourse, you pregnant. With humans, you can have sex with your wife every damn day and never get her pregnant. Or get her pregnant. It's a 50-50 with humans compared to other races because we genetically evolved enough to where every nut don't have to produce a baby. Where animals not like that. Every nut counts. I ain't finna get all into that, but yeah, ain't no wasted, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no wasted, you know what I mean, in Animal Kingdom. So, she started killing people, it's like I said, cat and mouse. It's certain scenes where she leaves small traces she was there. Or have you seen this lady at a bar or whatever? They get to the crime. Oh yeah, she was with Jake. Jake lives on 5th Street. They go to 5th Street. Jake gutted, dead. So it's a trail she leaving throughout the movie to the final fight. This movie don't got a big body count because it's like a sci-fi body horror species kind of movie. So she get a few kills. She finally gets to one guy at the very end that she has sex with and impregnates her. She still kill him. Now she got the species baby in her. Because once she finished having sex, she say, oh my God, thank you. I'm pregnant. This is for a normal guy. He like, this bitch weird. What's going on? That's not how it works. But you know what I'm saying. I done explained it already. She's I'm pregnant. She kill him and she leave. Now she going underground to a sewer where she can, you know what I'm saying, have the baby and, you know what I'm saying, continue her mission. That's when Mr. Filch, Lennox, and Dr. Dan Smith characters all pull up. They like, see ya, woo woo. It's a final fight, basically. They fighting her. She don't kill none of them, but she's smacking them around. They get to like a fire pit. I ain't even explaining how they got here. I forgot. But they get to a certain area, like a fire pit area. They fighting. You know what I'm saying? They get to shooting her. She falls into the pit. But what they didn't realize is, before they finally got up to her for the final 3rd act, she birthed the child. So as the movie ended, they like, yeah, man, we had to kill her. We wish we could have kept experimenting on her and everything went perfect, but it didn't. As they leaving, where you think the end credits gonna start, they see the baby. And it's not a baby. It's like a 4-year-old. They grow quick. They like, what the fuck? And it ends like that. They take the baby, obviously, and I will review part 2, because part 2 and 3 just as good to me. When you get to 4, 5, and 6, it's trash. But happy ending, I guess, sorta, on some clickbait for a sequel. To me, this was kind of a quick review, and it wasn't nothing super, super duper special, but for some reason, it touched me. Like, it's some trash movies where I'm in the minority where I love them. This is probably one of them. Because I'm giving this a solid 7 out of 10. This was a good movie. It had me entertained. And to me, personally, it's rewatchable. I could pop this in right now, and I'm an adult. So I'll really be into the scenes that Seal's character in. But that's it. ZZ the King. Like and subscribe. Your favorite horror channel. And I'm out.